state champions,
sectional champions,
athletes heading on to regionals,
and much more.
All today on the Air. I'm your host, Austin Bain.
And I'm your co-host, Parker Smith.
It was a big weekend for RHS, including great team finishes, individual championships, and more. And we start off with the biggest of all, Ike Camus winning the state diving championship in a come-from-behind finish. Ike was in second place going into his last dive, trailing Cole Van Devender from Fishers. This is how it played out.
And now we come to Isaac Camus. Camus and Van Devender in a battle for first, and also throw in Trevor Krupe after his large dive a couple of moments ago.
Yeah, and here we are, another inward 2.5 by Isaac, a DD of 3.1, so inward 2.5. He's got to get up, press the board. Nice dive. Very, very nice job. He kicked that out strong. You could see his whole body was vertical. We're going to see a big score right here.
Difficulty of 3.1 on this dive. We wait for the scores to pop up here for Isaac Camus, and a 62 for Isaac Camus.
All right, so now we know the bar's been set at 519.95. So what we got to see here is what Cole's going to be doing here on his last dive is dive number 5231 with a degree of difficulty 2.1. So Isaac has the benefit of the higher DD going into this last round.
This is Cole Van Devender from Fishers High School.
Excellent dive. You see the height on Cole's dive there. Really did well. Finished that dive well above the board. Should score well, but let's see what happens to DD. He
50.40, so he's going to be just short of Isaac Camus. Camus 519.95 and Cole Van Devender 519.40.
What a great competition between Isaac and Cole, all the way down to the last dive.
The dive gave Ike a win by only a half a point, and Miss Wolpe was on hand to give him his first place medal.
And the 2017 IHSA Boys 1 meter diving champion from Richmond with 519.95 points, Isaac Camus.
We'll have more on Ike's championship later in our show.
But Ike wasn't the only champion this weekend, as the RHS speech team had two individual champions on their way to a second-place team finish in the speech sectional on Saturday at Greensburg. The team advances 14 in the state finals with Chitra Vendentum taking the sectional championship in informational and impromptu, and Christian Sheritz earning a sectional championship in discussion. Congratulations and good luck at state.
We recently told you about Hostess selling hot drinks before school. Well, with the warm weather lately, they've changed things up a bit. Starting today, it's no longer just hot drinks. They'll also be selling cold drinks like iced coffee and sweet tea. Cold drinks will be $1.50 for a small and $2 for a large. You can also now get a punch card for $15 good for 10 hot drinks or 10 small cold drinks. And with the purchase of a punch card, you get a free drink. Now let's take a look at the rest of the announcements.
A couple big deadlines this week and more in today's announcements, and we start with a reminder of where RHS students can get some help if they need it. Remember, the RHS Food Pantry is up and running this year. If you need or know someone who needs a little extra food, then they can help. Just stop by and talk to your counselor and they'll help you get set up. Food pickups are done each Thursday, so if you need a little help, don't wait. Please see your counselor today. Attention, early college students. Make sure to attend the learning lunches starting this week for sophomores and freshmen. Sophomores meet today for lunch and freshmen on Friday. Applications to become a Red Devil mentor for next year are now available in Ms. Scheiben's room R108. Make sure to pick up an application to help next year's freshman class make a smooth transition to RHS. Applications are due next Friday, March 10th. Juniors and seniors, if you're still planning on taking the ACT, the RHS counselors will be signing people up for this test during Friday, 5th, 6th, and 7th periods. Please see your counselor for a pass. If you are one of the students who is enrolled in the biomedical tour of Europe, there will be a meeting next week on Wednesday, March 8th after school in the RHS conference room across from the cafeteria. You'll receive the final list for who all is going and start discussing fundraising. Also, HOSA members, remember that t-shirt orders are due to be turned in to Ms. Hisrick today. Remember, the RHS chapter of the Gay Straight Alliance meets every Thursday right after school until 4:30 p.m. in Ms. Kitchell's room, L113. You can see Mrs. McFarland or Ms. Hartman for more information. It's time to sign up for this year's annual Shamrock 5K. The annual BPA fundraiser is only a couple weeks away on March 11th, and registration is now open. You register online at speedyfeet.com. Last year, over 150 signed up and ran in the race. If you want to be sure to get your official Shamrock t-shirt, you have to be signed up by March 4th. That's this Saturday. Cost to register is $15 for a student, and if you get a group of 4 students, you can enter as a group for only $40. Remember, the cost goes up after March 4th. Seniors, time is running out to pick up your application for honors and awards. The deadline to turn them in is tomorrow. Applications are available in Mrs. Porter's office in the Counseling Center in the main hallway. There are over 80 scholarships available for early RHS seniors. Amounts range from $100 to up to $24,000. Interviews will start in March. Please see Mrs. Porter to get an application packet. With your RHS announcements, I'm Houston Carver.
The cold returned with a vengeance on Saturday, but it's already warming up again. Greg, will it be another roller coaster week of weather?
Everybody fasten your safety belts. We finna be on a roller coaster of weather changes this week. Highs today will reach the high 40s with cloudy skies and lows reaching the low 40s. For tomorrow, we can see some scattered thunderstorms in the area with highs in the low 60s and not that much of a cold down, reaching high 50s. Make sure you're with us on Wednesday to find out what the rest of the week will be. I'm Greg Lyons.
Besides Ike this weekend, there were a couple other sports in action, and one did well enough to advance in the postseason. Let's find out who in the Red Devil Sports Update.
And that team that moves on is the RHS gymnastics team who competed on Saturday in the sectional at Connersville. But we start with our state champion. It's an incredible honor to win a state championship, and we have Ike's thoughts on the big win.
All right. Definitely going into the meet, I was a little nervous. I knew there were some good guys. There's some hard competition, and throughout the meet, I was in second, sometimes in third, and that was pretty nerve-wracking, knowing that I could do better and be in first place. Not the best judging that there's been, but I knew that I did my dives as best as I could. Going into the last 3 dives, I was really nervous, knowing that I only had 3 more chances to finally beat the kid that was in first. And I remember waiting after the last dive. Me and Susan were just standing there, like so nervous, waiting for the kid to go. And then finally when we looked at the scores and we realized that I'd won, we just were so excited. We hugged each other. I ran over to Miss Wolpe and we hugged, and we were just standing there crying for like 10 minutes. And it was really just overwhelming, and I was so excited. And then we went up to the podium, and Miss Wolpe gave me my medal, and the podium almost fell over when I bent down. That was pretty scary, but it was still really exciting that I could have her give me my medal and know that I have the support from her.
Congratulations again, Ike, and we look forward to another championship run next year. RHS gymnasts were riding a wave of success going into the postseason and had hopes of capturing a sectional title. While they didn't win that, they captured a second place and a trip to the regional this weekend in Columbus. Top finishers for RHS included Lindsey Griffin, who finished 5th all around, 5th in the vault, and 5th on the bars, and Camille Gollet, who took 6th on the beam. Good luck this weekend, ladies. On Friday night, RHS honored their winter athletes with senior night at the boys basketball regular season finale. The boys fought hard, with Trey Griffin scoring a season-high 25 points to lead RHS, but in the end, it was a last-second shot by the Wayne Generals that stole the 70-68 win. Christian Harvey added 22 points for the Red Devils. RHS opened sectional play on Friday, facing the winner of Tuesday's game between 13th-ranked Connorsville and Mount Vernon. We'll have some highlights of senior night and the game later in our show. That's sports. I'm Alec Thornburg.
Now let's take a look at our last Black History Month moment. So if I ask you who the first black player in the Major League Baseball was, would you be able to answer?
Of course, it was Jackie Robinson. That's an easy one.
That's right. But what about some of the other first in professional sports, like the NBA or the NFL? Well, it happened much earlier in the NFL than the Major League Baseball, where Robertson played his first game for the Dodgers in 1947. In the NFL, there were actually two players who played in the league in its first year of existence, 1920. They were Fritz Pollard and Bobby Marshall. Pollard also became the first ever black coach in 1921. The NBA followed Major League Baseball in having 3 black players in their 1950 season. The 3 were Earl Lloyd, Chuck Cooper, and Nat Sweetwater Clifton. Each one was a first in a way, but it was Earl Lloyd who was the first to actually play in a game playing for the Washington Capitals.
That does it for our Black History Month moments, and we want to thank you for all your input for this year.
Now, as we close our show, we have highlights from Friday night's senior night boys basketball game.
Have a great day.